Hello, welcome back. Last time I got 2 rooms of World 8 done. Oh, 81%. Got a few percentage points, and I just looked at the layout of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 symbols. I could see the TVs in the bottom section if I move this, I think. Am I going to press the right buttons today? So far. I'm going to put it back the way it was just to have things in the default orientation, because apparently one of those puzzles that I worked on for the rocket... Oh, a rocket's in the way! Well, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that rocket is just totally in the way there, and I can't, like, get it out of there. Alright, so got some incomplete instructions there. When some time goes by, plants die, and so do worms. Death is just a natural part of the life cycle. Okay, so this thing died a natural death, except for the fact that I crashed it into a tennis ball. Or one of my worms did, or something. Anyway. Right, yeah, it's like the black and greenish worms that live here, not the black ones. Those are from World 1. Anyway, so here are instructions for Portal, for 4 of the worlds. Now... do those differ from what I already have? Because I already have something similar to this somewhere. Let me see what it looks like. Two, 1, 3, 6. So that starts with 3. 5. No, that is different. Different set of worlds that I have written down. Okay, so we got like... symbols 2 and 3, and then on the second line, 2, 3, and 4 are covered up by the rocket here, so I'll just have to fill in those blanks myself. I could also, in theory, just... little speckles on the tips of those rockets. I wonder what that's about. Knowing what I know about graphics programming, I could come up with several theories. I don't know how well video encoding's picking those up, but there are just some light pixels that show up in the rocket tips that move around statically, like static, when I move around the room. Like, this one's kind of forming a line here. Yeah, there's some geometry seams there, I think. I don't think this is a... like some kind of noise shader thing. Now I'm looking at the color banding on the light all the way on the left, so that doesn't have any dithering on it. I think even without dithering, you'd have more grays you could do in between those two, but maybe not. Sorry. Graphics programmer. I look at these things. So anyway, let's put this back how it was. Yep. Guess which button I pressed. Not the one I wanted to press. Yes, worms, please pick me up. Thanks. Every time. Every time. Every single time ever. Ah! Right. Undo should be on the right face button, I assert. It is just like hardwired into my brain that right face button should be undo, and I cannot deal with anything else. I'm learning that about myself. What is this? This is 8.8. Okay, yeah, so no real mechanical theme to this world, just stuff I've seen before in various forms. That first move is not great, and I think I can't really avoid it particularly well. But I could do this first, and that helps, maybe. I think it might, because then it's a lot easier, it's a lot more possible to get that away from the wall if it's not against the wall in the first place. Problem is, how am I going to flip it over another time? Because I have no right boundaries. Ah, yes I do. There's a sneaky one. It involves my body. I've trapped myself, so let's... do that. Okay, this is fine. I think I can do this. That's not right. Well, that took the wind out of my sails. Okay, so let's start over. So anyway, that shape up there needs to flip on 2 different axes in order to go in the hole. Best thing I can do here is to keep it from going against the wall by pushing out to the right before I push it up. Then I get access to using this as a wall in order to mouth that portion and flip it once. So that's the horizontal flip. What about the vertical one? The vertical one looks like more of a problem to me. Because again, there are no right walls. The closest thing to a right wall is this. And I don't think I'm going to be able to use this as a right wall, only the other one. So, if I go ahead with that plan, I mean, it'll have the same result as last time. I get here, and Piano Man's very sad. Ah, but what if I were never all the way against that wall? Okay, I think I see. I do the horizontal flip, the vertical flip first. By not going all the way against the wall at the start, I think that's doable, because then I can push that thing out of the way. Okay, this is going to be tricky. But I'm used to that. So let's say this were here? No. Maybe? How far over do I want to go? I guess... Oh, hang on. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. I can fix. Can I? That's no good. Oh, how is this going to happen? It might be... Okay. That's recoverable? Question mark? Maybe it doesn't need to be, because from here, I enter that, I push over, and yes, do I need to be able to do this twice? Not sure about the future state of this puzzle, but in the present, I still am not in good shape here. Because all that did was push that over. I can't do anything more here. So not yet. I get one push. If I could have two... Yeah, but how would I? If I could then push this over to the right, which there are lots of reasons I can't, but then if I, after having done that, I was still mouthed on this, then rolling the thing north still wouldn't help. No? Okay. I probably didn't want to do that. So, what not being all the way against the wall buys me is the ability to make this move. However, that move is not as helpful as I hoped. A horizontal flip makes no difference to anything. How could that move be done? I have two different ways to mouth, and neither of them really makes a difference. Like, it has to be this layout in order to get my mouth on it in the first place. Huh. Am I missing something? Well, yes. Is the thing I'm missing something that I should have spotted already? Yeah, so that's no good. Is some difference made by the... So not flipping this thing vertically. I can do it horizontally, but that's just the same thing as I already had. Like, I guess what I would want was to have already horizontally flipped that, which is a problem in itself. And for this motion to knock that in a pit, which also is a problem in itself. I don't think that can happen. But okay, maybe I'm starting to think the right way around. Maybe. Okay, so let's go back to doing this. After that, then what? There's no real, like, other place I can put this? And I'm just back in this situation again. I've been here, and this is a failure condition. You fail your condition when you go here. There's too much north wall for that staple to ever get out of my way by pushing it north. The only roll that flips this is one to the north. There isn't one to the south. Because this is here. Not until it's already rolled north. Wait, yes, there is one to the south. There is one to the south. There is one to the south. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So, how do I do it? I'm going to keep you away from that wall because I need to... That's fine. That's... I have to do it... Maybe? No. Shoot, have I lost my train of thought already? A little. It might still be okay. So a south roll. Okay, no, I don't think I want to preserve this space from the wall. I think it's simpler than that. So therefore, let's just go back a bit. Do this first. Get that against the wall. Do the horizontal... No, why would I do the horizontal flip first? No, I want to do the vertical one. Okay, so, yes. Got a train of thought here. I want to change the order of these two things. Yeah, I want to. I mean, that's kind of retrievable. I can move this, like, way over there now. Yes. Yes. All of this is good. Almost. I think I went one too far, maybe. Anyway, from here, can I do what I want? Yes. There we go. Okay. That was it. That sneaky little move. Oh, but now I don't have a south wall, so I do need to do the horizontal flip first. Can I just be, like, way farther west for the rest of this? Like, if I've done this. Oh, I got lots of problems. Okay, got lots of problems. They're all probably solvable, I would presume. Oh. So first of all, I want to flip you. Is there any position that allows the south roll I want, where things are still retrievable, think the answer to that is pretty clear. What if I hadn't pushed that bracket that far yet? I mean, that there will be doable. Ah! Wait, what am I doing? No, here, all of this is wrong. So, okay, sure. Flip. Bring you way back over. Not that far. Here, this. Okay. Now, this position is no good, because that roll is incompatible. If you were way farther to the right, then there's no way I could mouth onto that thing. If you were way farther to the left, is there any hope? I don't think there is. I don't think you can come up that far. Also, how am I getting myself over there? I'm not. So, which do I do first? Horizontal or vertical? Probably vertical. Because vertical, I think I'm seeing that it requires this amount of distance from the wall on the staple. And there's nothing that requires a north wall about that, except for just like the overall awkwardness of this layout. So, to do a vertical roll, I need these two to swap positions, which is doable. Just like this pretty... I'm not convinced yet that that's wrong. Should I be? Maybe. That's maybe more correct. Okay. So here's the vertical flip. I've already done all of this, and I have room to slither around in here a little bit, and that's everything I needed, isn't it? No, because now I need a south wall, and how would I ever get that? Yeah, that's the problem with doing the vertical flip first, because it transforms my need for a north wall, which is the easiest thing, into a south wall, which is impossible, isn't it? As far as I can tell, yes. Therefore, I must do the horizontal flip first, okay? So I will trust that deduction. Now the issue is, that puts this thing against the north wall. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do the rest while that part is true. Yeah, with you all the way up there. I mean, maybe there's a simple way that I'm just not seeing yet. Wait, no, this. But it doesn't look like it particularly. If you were one more south, then this little notch would be friendly for rolling. Oops. If you were farther over... Okay, so for one thing, I can create this situation just fine. I'm having all sorts of trouble because I'm not doing that. Situation I want is... Oh, that's not what I actually want, is it? Is it? Yeah, it is, because then I can bring it back like that, and I'm done. Okay. All right. That was a real interesting little conundrum. Gotta work for that one. What's the insight say? There were kind of like quite a few steps in that line of deduction there. And this is literally just a rolling puzzle. There's nothing like... Yeah, okay, so you start me at that step. Got it. Fair enough. Yeah, that's the trickiest part. And then the main puzzle adds the horizontal flip, which is another whole step to it. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is the room I'm doing today. It's like super blaze through this puzzle with no trouble at all. 8-9. I'm red now. That needs to flip horizontally once. I'm huge, though, making it very hard to flip anything. Okay. And there's like a whole lot of level geometry. What is all this? Well, this is a space for me to get around myself. What's that, though? Okay. That is. Okay, I think I see it. There's a compatible roll that I can do, isn't there? How would I initiate it? I need to be... not that. Other way? No, it can't be the other way. Why not? Maybe it could. Okay, center point... oh. Okay, 3 away plus... let's try that. It's easier to try than to think. Okay, no good. Okay, so I could initiate differently, but I don't think that's any good. Also, I'm stuck. Okay, reason this doesn't work is because of that wall right there. So I think I was better off in this position. I can't back up, so let's do that differently. So what was my best approach? This? Here. That avoids that one wall, but the problem is I'm shaped wrong otherwise, so it would be better to go the other way. I don't think I unspool enough for that, or maybe I do. No. Okay, what's colliding? I see it. It's this block right here. Because of this section right here. Okay, so this, where my head is incompatible with a horizontal flip. So I want my tail not to occupy that spot, so I probably want to go the other way around once again. I don't think I can use that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can. I need to use more of my length first, though. How will I do that? Like this? No, don't touch that. Like this. So here's the trick. Shape like that? So my tail's in that spot. But I don't fit because, hang on, what about this? No unhappy piano noises. There we go. Okay. Just had to fit myself like that. Okay. I did it. Oops. Is the insight just going to start me like, yeah, pretty much. Cool. Okay. And then slither around, do the thing somehow. Shoof. Am I gonna dare to do it? I'm gonna dare to do it. I misstep into another one. feeling some momentum. $8.10. That almost looks like a hand. I am the palm, those are the 4 fingers. Or 3 fingers and a thumb or something. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the 5th. Everything just goes in its slot pretty much. Okay. And yeah, here the it is relevant when a door closes. Yeah, okay, so here that mechanic's getting used, which I think is neat. Let's just do the simple thing without looking too far ahead and see how it goes. Okay, issue is if that were any farther left, it couldn't come back. But where it is now, I don't see a way to push it down. Okay, so how do I avoid that? There are 2 in that same sort of position. So how would I ever avoid that? I see it. I need to allocate things differently. If I push this up 1 without committing it to that hole, I can still recover it. So the 2 that are not occupying this row that I'm in must come down to the bottom, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so that's all fine. I want... Ooh. Things I'm gonna have trouble getting. Maybe, maybe not. I think my next step is this? I believe it. Yes. Then... Wait, how did that help me? Yeah, it helped me by making this move possible. Okay, so you are done. You... Oops. Can just come over here simply, and I'm finished, right? Because you should be able to go in there, no problem. Great. Okay. Insight was... What? There are fences here. I guess this. That half push to gain access to stuff. That was the insight. Okay. Get to hear that noise a whole lot. Alright. Things are going okay. That first one took me a while to untangle, but it was a very interesting tangle to work through. Alright, just going to continue with this process until I'm done with it. So I'll see you next time for this puzzle down here.